During the martial law years, one of then President Ferdinand Marcos' cronies, Roberto Benedicto, controlled several television networks, including RPN, BBC, and IBC Channel 13. Out of these, IBC emerged as one of the strongest competitors to the then largely independent and non-government controlled GMA. With a mix of local and foreign films, along with hit shows like Iskul Bukol, Chicks to Chicks, and Todas, IBC topped the ratings in the 1970s. By 1981, it ranked second but remained a formidable player until ABS-CBN's return in 1986. From there, IBC gradually declined in the late 1980s due to sequestration and internal problems. In the mid to late 1980s, IBC still attempted to recover. Even though many of its top-rated shows were taken by rival networks, it managed to land Alma Moreno's Loveliness from ABS-CBN in 1988. The following year, in 1989, Nora Honor also signed with IBC, relaunching her program Superstar on the channel. Shows like Pinoy Thriller, 6 O'Clock News also became popular during this period. In this video, we'll be discussing 3 obscure and now lost drama productions that once aired on IBC Channel 13. A lot of the details from these come from the recollections of Ben Hernandez, who has provided valuable information about these shows, and we can expect more insights from him in the future. All recounted from the memory of Ben Hernandez. Chrysalis was not a drama series but made-for-TV film that aired on IBC around 1988 to 1989 on a Saturday evening and was later re-aired in the early 1990s. The film was considered groundbreaking for its time as it tackled themes of child cruelty, topics that were highly taboo on Philippine television back then. According to Hernandez, Chrysalis starred child stars J.P. De Guzman and Gladys Reyes. J.P. De Guzman played as a boy secretly working as a child prostitute. His younger sister, played by Gladys Reyes, was unaware of his work or how he managed to afford toys and snacks for her. While Hernandez admitted he could not recall the entire plot, he remembered the tragic ending. One of JP's adult foreign customers, a pedophile, targeted Gladys and tried to force her into submission. She resisted, but the old man accidentally killed her in the process. The killer was never caught. Gladys was laid to rest, and JP continued his job. Unlike most dramas of the era, Chrysalis did not end with resolution or redemption, instead presenting a raw and bitter portrayal of child exploitation. No information about this film exists online aside from Hernandez's account, and Chrysalis remains unfortunately lost. Andrea Amor starred Janice de Belen, who had previously gained fame through the popular soap opera Flor de Luna on RPN 9, which concluded around 1984 or 1985. The series marked de Belen's comeback after a brief hiatus. It aired on IBC from 1986 until 1987. Little is known about the plot, but de Belen played dual roles as Andrea and Amor, 2 identical-looking but very different teenagers. Andrea was portrayed as a determined poor girl, while Amor was a benevolent rich girl. According to eyewitness Ben Hernandez, He theorized the story likely revolved around twins separated at birth, since he admitted he never saw the series right from the beginning. To distinguish her characters, De Belen wore wigs for her dual roles. Andrea sported a synthetic wig, glasses, and teased bangs, while Amor had De Belen's natural shorter hair, which gave her a slightly flat or losyang look. The title card featured De Belen in a bust shot split into two halves, separated by a white tear mark symbolizing their divided lives. This tear split open before commercial breaks and closed again afterward. De Belen also performed the series' theme song. The cast included Jimmy Santos and Richard Gomez. Andrea Amor aired Monday to Friday from 6 to 6:30 p.m. on IBC. By 1987, the show was cancelled allegedly due to De Belen's pregnancy. However, some claims suggest that the show later moved to GMA, alternating with another soap opera, Kaming Mga Ulila. Ben Hernandez, however, disputes this, as he does not recall the series airing on GMA, with the fact that he was a viewer of Kaming Mga Ulila back then. There are also claims that Judy Vega was initially offered the role before her untimely death in May 1985. The series is also remembered for a disturbing public service announcement titled Sampung Utos ng Diyos, or the Ten Commandments, which aired during the program and alternately shown in English and Tagalog. The PSA featured unsettling footage from the 1981 docudrama The Man Who Saw Tomorrow, including nuclear war scenes, along with the imagery of the Eye of Providence. Unfortunately, no footage or photographs of Andrea Amor have resurfaced to date, and almost no information about the series exists online apart from a handful of eyewitness accounts. When you think of alternate history series or dramas, the first titles that might come to mind are The Man in High Castle, which imagines a world where the Axis won World War II and invaded America, or For All Mankind, where the Soviet Union became the first to reach the moon and the global space race never ended. In the Philippines, there's the recent 2024 film The Kingdom, which explores a scenario where the country was never colonized and instead became a monarchy. But long before The Kingdom, there was one very obscure and now lost alternate history series that aired in the late 1990s on IBC Channel 13, simply titled K. A groundbreaking first of its kind, K explored a what-if scenario, an alternate timeline where the Philippines had become a communist country, and an underground resistance movement known as K rose up against the oppressive regime. The series notably used presidential security group vehicles and soldiers as props for urban camouflage. According to accounts, the ending credits even featured an AIFV, unintentionally exposing the operational camouflage pattern of the 1st Light Armor Company assigned to guard Malacanang at that time. According to Ben Hernandez, he recalled several scenes from the series. In one scene, a classroom full of teenagers was shown reciting an alternate Panatang Makabayan. Instead of raising their right hands with open palms, however, their fists were clenched. Another scene featured a male teenager questioning his teacher about why he couldn't choose his own college degree. The teacher, in a very firm tone, allegedly replied, "Sino ka para tumutol? Who are you to object?" The series also featured a scene with a man wearing a samurai cloth-inspired costume, practicing or sparring with another individual. Hernandez speculated that the actor might have been Ray Abellana, though he is not certain. The title card displayed an outlined capital K, styled like a cutout stencil of the letter, set against a backdrop of flames or a burning background. The voiceover for K, as faintly recalled by Ben Hernandez, allegedly stated, "K, a world where freedom is not. Imagine a world where everything is not like what we have now." The series allegedly featured Pen Medina, according to an eyewitness who was uncertain but believed he might have played Carl Roger, a character who eventually renounced communism. K aired every Saturday night at either 9 or 9:30 p.m. and ran from 1989 to 1990. It was later replaced by SAGAD, Strategically Advanced Government Armed Defense, another groundbreaking series that focused on a vigilante group of elite combat-skilled agents. Like K, SAGAD was long considered obscure and lost, until a promotional plug was uploaded by Undust Fixation on June 15, 2024. However, K remains lost to this day, with almost no information, footage, or photographs surviving. All of these drama productions I mentioned are now considered lost and obscure, with little to no information available about them. Who knows how many more groundbreaking and pioneering dramas in Philippine television history, shows that were ahead of their time, have also been lost to obscurity.